Hello and welcome to True News JA.
Renowned Jamaican broadcaster Alan Magnus has died. Magnus spent his entire broadcasting career with Radio Jamaica. The RJR Gleaner Group has expressed sympathies his family and close friends. Alan, who was 80 years old in December, worked with Radio Jamaica for more 46 years. He began his media career at Radio Jamaica in 1971 and was part of an elite cast of broadcasters that included Radcliffe Butler, Neville Willoughby, Don Topping, Marie Garth, and Henry Stennett. He retired from his long-running morning show in 2017 but retained a close connection with the station, doing a 5-minute spot twice per week on the show Sunny Side Up. His family is requesting some privacy at this time to come to terms with this loss. RJR Gleaner Group response. Group Senior Executive Corporate and External Affairs described him as a giant, a stalwart, and a pillar in broadcasting in Jamaica. Mr. Allen lauded Magnus for his more than 4 decades of broadcasting, recalling his own childhood days, listening and admiring the clarity of his voice, his diction, his infectious laughter, his quips. He was just a jovial person, but he was so well informed about things locally, regionally, internationally, Mr. Allen added of Alan Magnus.
Exciting times and rough times, ups and downs, fired twice as a matter of fact. But I think we sorted ourselves out. The company learned to tolerate me, and I learned to not to give so much trouble. I was here for like almost 4 months before going on air. I remember my first time on air was to give a time signal. And after about 3.5, almost 4 months, I came to work on Monday morning and they said, you're going on air with Marie Garth. She had a lunchtime program, Best by Request, I think it was called. In my days, you spent your few months here first learning the ropes. They put you in the library. Somebody would show you how the library is set up, how to find a record, how to use the filing system. You would be given, they'd say to you, for instance, the amount of times I was told, pick half a dozen records for the morning show between 8 and 9, or between 5 and 6, or between 7 and 8. Pick a lunchtime show, pick an music suitable for an evening program, music suitable for a late night program. And that was to explain to you the reasoning behind the different types of music that the station played throughout the course of the day. And you had to go and spend a couple of hours in the library, find a record, pick it, type up the music sheet, everything.
Without, at that point, being able to actually go and execute what you have
done, what you have
prepared.
After you got good at doing that, then they would say, okay, as of next week, you're going to pick the music, you're going to go into the studio and record. Again, it will be they're all between 6 and 7 at night, or they're all between 5 and 6 in the mornings or lunchtime. And you went in and you had to pretend, literally tune yourself out, pretend that it is that time of the day, and do a show that you think would be suitable for that time of the day.
And of course, you also had to know about not just the singer, but the musicians who were playing on the particular record in some instances.
I was always interested in that because it's not just for instance, I'd be listening to a record and I'd hear a voice and I'd say, I know that voice. And then you'd have to go search the old Billboard magazines or whatever else was available at that time and try and find out who are the voices providing background vocals on a particular song, or who are the musicians. I don't remember the name of the saxophonist now, but there was, way back in the 70s, I think it was, almost every record you heard this distinctive saxophone. And I said it sounded like blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, sure, but you had to go and check and find out and verify. Today it's very, very easy, just Google. But then you had to go literally search and search and search, find magazines, sometimes buy magazines, just to find out the information that you'd want to pass on to the public.
Well, it's absolutely surprising news. It's very sad, and I want to start by expressing condolences to his family and the broader RJR family. Alan has been a giant, a stalwart, a pillar in broadcasting in Jamaica, and he has done so through the RJR Gleaner Communications Group, and specifically through RJR 94 FM Radio Jamaica. Alan has worked with us for over 40 years, and most of that time he spent working on Radio Jamaica. I remember him as a child growing up, the clarity of his voice, his diction, his infectious laughter, his quips. He was just a jovial person, but he was so well informed about things locally, regionally, internationally. He was a joy to work with, an excellent communicator, and he was an entertainer.
A few moments later.
And there are people who are trying to tell my story, trying to define me. And I listen, I see all the lies they publish, all the falsehood and false narratives they carry. I don't always respond because I don't go through third parties. I talk directly to the people of Jamaica. When the people of Jamaica see me and hear me and touch me and feel me, they know I am real. I am from them. I am like them. I went through their struggles. I understand their struggles.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I went through their struggles. I understand their struggles, and I'm true to them. I am your child, I am your son, I am your brother, I am your uncle, and now I could be your father. You are my family.